Hello everyone, I'm Smita Singh, Professor of Home Science Department in OSN Academy. In this academy, we are just taking care of your all the UGC NET syllabus, and especially I'm taking the Home Science syllabus. Home science is supposed to be a very vast subject, and in this, which UGC NET has almost 10 units, and these 10 units may maximum units which we were learning in our graduation level. And in masters, after your masters, you are specific to only one subject or two subjects and two units. So it happens like you are not able to recover the subjects which you had learned in your graduation. This academy, we are taking care ki all the units are being taken up in a detailed form, and in the syllabus is specifically according to the UGC NET questionnaires. In this video, I'll just cover a small topic which we can see that from the unit 7, that is human development, and in that we are taking IQ scale. Now, what is IQ scale? And what is the actual average score, how much should be the high IQ, and these are the small questions which we actually look for. So firstly, you should know that what the concept of IQ came from. It came from the German psychologist and philosopher Wilhelm Stern in 1912, or by Louis Terman in 1960, डिपेंडिंग ऑन कि आप किस चीज को कंसल्ट कर रहे हो. सो इंटेलिजेंस टेस्टिंग वाज फर्स्ट डन ऑन द लार्ज स्केल, लेकिन इन 1904 psychologist Albert Binet first commissioned this IQ testing system, which is done by the French government. And according to it, he made a whole square and scale of IQ, which is known as Binet scale. And after that, few days after that, Simon Binet scale has been developed. In 1916, Simon Binet scale has been revised by the Stanford, and it was turned out to be Stanford Binet IQ scale. Now, there is an IQ scale which has been given from 70 to more than 140. So, if the IQ scale is more than, yeah, over 140, you can say that person is genius or almost genius. If it is 120 by 140, then it is very super intelligence. 110 to 119, you'll call it super intelligent, superior intelligence. 90 to 109 is an average and a normal intelligence. So basically, the questions come like, what is the average IQ level? So you can say that it should be 90 to 109. If the person is 80 to 89 IQ scale, then he will be dullness. Yeah, okay, or you can say dull. And if the person is having an IQ more around between 70 to 79, it is like borderline deficiency in intelligence. But if the person has an IQ under 7, then he is feeble mindedness. Isko feeble mindedness we say. A normal distribution of IQ scale, if you see that 50% of the IQ falls between 90 to 110, that is a normal range. 70% of IQ falls between 85 and 115. 95% falls between 70 to 130. And 99.5% of IQ falls between 60 to 140. Okay? Now, low IQ and mental retardation is what? When the mental ability is less than 70. Okay? 5% of the population falls between below 70 on IQ test. Okay? So if the person is falling between 50 to 70, then he will be mild mentally retarded, that is 85%. If he is between 35 to 50, then he will be moderate mental retardation, that is almost 10% of the people falls in this category. And 20 to 35, it will be severe mental retardation, that is almost 4%. And only 1% of the people falls at below 20. At the same time, we will talk about higher IQ or and a genius IQ. Genius IQ is where the person falls between 140 to 145. Now, less than one fourth of one person fall in this category. Like 115 to 125, he will be above average. 125 to 135 will be gifted. 135 to 144 will be very gifted. 144 45 to 164 will be genius. 165 to 179 will be high genius, and highest genius will be 180 to 200. Now, these IQs depends on different factors, like it can be genetic, it can be going with the metabolic disorder like deficiency of any of the metabolic enzymes, hypothyroidism, Down syndrome, fragile X syndrome, Prader-Willi syndromes. These can underline with the mental subnormal normality. Now, if the person having low blood sugar in the post-birth or got with the jaundice leading to the brain damage infection like meningitis or encephalitis could also be the reason for having this IQ level in a lower range. Now there are, I want to just specify one of the term, that is pseudo mental retardation. Now, what is this? This means that the person has having a normal IQ. Normal IQ is what? You can say that it is between 90 to 110 or 105. Now, in that case, sometimes mental retardation occurs due to deafness, blindness, any emotional problems faced in their family or in their society, speech problem, cerebral palsy, or any of the psychiatric problems may prevent that child or a person to perform adequately and perform in the way he was performing in the earlier phase. So it is just for a small part, and it is that's why it's called a pseudo mental retardation. That means it is a false way of giving that person as a mental retardation category. Now, if the person is in mental retardation, then you can identify with the few of the facial features. Like the child has a very broad face, flat nose. They have a high cheekbones. The cheekbones are very higher, slanting eyes, open mouth. Sometimes the tongue comes out. That is a protruding tongue. Bushy eyebrows. Eyebrows are very high, very hairy and bushy. Expression of irritation, sometimes like having some irritating facial expression sometimes. Now these are the facial features of a person having a IQ level less than 70. ठीक है? Though sometimes children may look normal and can be identified only by history or any of the delay in their parameters. So, few of the way you can work out with your mentally disabled child or mentally retarded person. You can encourage him every time whenever he do some small things, large activities. If you just break that large activities into very small activities, and then the child will perform better way. You can be very patient, you should listen to the child very patiently and make him feel that he is secured and he's been loved by you. So these are the small things which you can deal with the mentally retarded child. Now, it can also happen like it's been seen that if this child is been institutionalized in any of the institution, then they may cause harm, or they can be hazardous for the child's health and also for the others. So you can go with the personal need and any of the personal way of treating that child in a better way. So various organization has been planned, and they have been divided into two grouping. One is homogeneous grouping and one is heterogeneous grouping. What is homogeneous grouping? In that, uh, all the same category of mental status people are there, admitted there, and the teacher is being used and they've been teaching in they that way only. And heterogeneous grouping is what? When you don't classify your IQ levels and all the patient or the people who are falling between below the 70 with any of the categories, they've been grouped in that way. Thank you so much. And for the next topic, we'll see the next session. Thank you.